Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Michelle Smith, and this is my presentation on mission and vision and personal statements for Module 1 for EDL852, Intro to Building Administration. Here's a little bit about me. My name is Michelle Smith. I'm married to my husband, Tyler. He is the guy right here on the left of the bikes over here. I have two children, Tate and McKinley. There's me. In case you're wondering, I'm 6'2", so that's why I look as tall as my husband. It's because I am. I have one micro mini golden doodle, King Louis III, and here is a portrait my husband made for me for Christmas. It's Louis in a little Duke outfit. And I love Harry Potter. Just a little bit more about me. Okay, so here's a little bit about me professionally. Let me try to move my face a little bit so you can see. All right. I teach 8th and 9th grade ELA in a rural school in Richmond, Kansas. I've taught for 11 years now and have loved every single second of it, as you can see. I get into the day, so this is the Christmas day, so we'll see if you can recognize me from the Christmas movie that it was Home Alone. So which character am I from Home Alone? Here we are with March Madness. Bring on the madness. I got my little basketball hoop hat on. Did a little catapult STEM activity with technical writing with my 9th graders that my 8th graders then had to evaluate. So fun. I have two class pet rats, George and Lenny. Here they are. Name that book for the characters George and Lenny. Truly, George and Lenny have transformed my class. I know some of you might be thinking, pet rats, oh my gosh. But they truly have been the best additions to my classroom. I have kids that are excited to come to school so they can see them. And rats are really smart. So these rats can do tricks. We've taught them tricks, and they are litter box trained. And so great addition. If you're thinking about getting a class pet, they're my literatsy rats. Get it instead of literacy, literatsy. George and Lenny, they're the best. They're Silvermane Dumbo rats, in case you're wondering. I teach at the same school, so it's a K-12 school, really pre-K-12, and the bus barn's in the same building, as well as the district office. So we're all housed in one central location, right in between four towns. So it's a really small school. I love it. I love being out there. I love the community. It's a big blessing being out there. All right, so what is a school mission statement? According to the Center for School Change in 2012, a school mission statement is how you would describe your school to others. And then what's a school vision statement? According to the Center for School Change, 2012 as well, a school vision statement is how you hope others will view you and highlight some of your top priorities. So basically, the mission statement answers the questions: whom do you seek to serve? What do you seek to accomplish? And how will you proceed? And what methods will you use? So lots of times people might think they're similar, but really they have some pretty significant differences. And I will highlight that in this presentation. What is the role and importance of mission and vision statements? Well, Lynch says in 2016 that a mission statement can give enthusiasm and direction to educators within the school, which will provide a pathway to the vision statement. And this is really important because anything that can give enthusiasm and direction to educators right now, I think is extremely necessary and will really provide the school with a lot of backbone and direction when some people might think, well, what are we doing here? On the other hand, a vision statement is not just like a flowery bunch of words. So it's not just like this like make-believe type of thing. It's a real vision for the district. This is according to the Georgia Leadership Institute from 2014. It's one of the most fundamental aspects of the statement. It should be collaborative, accurate, and enthusiastic. So they share the enthusiasm and really collaboration and accuracy. Both should reflect that. Educators are on a mission so that they can achieve the vision. I kind of worded that, and I'm pretty proud of the way I worded that. I thought that sounded really great. And it really made sense. It clicked in my mind when educators are on a mission, which is the mission statement. It's basically, how are we going to get to the vision statement? So this is how those two statements work together. And I found from Drew's article in 2021, lots of information that helped solidify what I wrote and just kind of glom some words together there based on what he had. All right, so what is the collaboration process whenever you're developing like a mission or a vision statement? Well, the principal should research the core needs and values of a school and community, make sure that it's reflecting that specific community. Our pre-K-12 community is not going to be the same as, say, Lawrence, that is 45 miles up the road. Our vision and mission statements should maybe have some similarities, but there are going to be some major differences just because of who we are as districts. And so then the principal brings this research and core needs and values to the school leadership team. In our school, we call it the building leadership team, but same thing. And then the team evaluates and brainstorms possible options, and then these options are voted on by the staff, and so they're presented. So really, it's a small collaboration at first, and then it's the bigger collaboration. So everybody has a say, because if we want everybody on board, everybody should be able to vote and understand and contribute to what we're doing. All right, so what's the process for developing an actionable mission and vision statement? They should include the following things: data use, technology, values, equity, diversity, digital citizenship, and community. All are extremely important aspects that we try to incorporate every single day into our classrooms. So the mission and vision statement should 100% also include those things. So the first step in doing so is you solicit input from all stakeholders, and that includes not just the educators that are within the building, but also the students, the parents, the community members, local businesses, everybody that has something to do with the school, which is basically every single person within that community. They should all have the opportunity to collaborate on this. And then you take all of that research, all of that information, and you collaborate with your school leadership team. Like I said, we call it the BLT at our school. And then you present the staff with a draft with the rubric with the above criteria to allow for revisions if necessary. Maybe that school leadership team didn't necessarily take into account equity or digital citizenship or something like that. Then step 4, you unveil the statements to all individuals involved to ensure that people are on board with the mission and vision of the district. You don't want to have a statement that nobody supports. That's not going to get you anywhere. All right, so what are some characteristics of a well-written vision and mission statement? Well, according to Owens, a great mission and or vision statement accurately reflects the values held within an agency. It shares common goals and it moves the group forward. So it's not something like, okay, we're doing this well right now, let's just keep doing this and only doing this. There needs to be a forward progression, a vision for what the future is going to hold. So what are some common problems with mission and vision statements? Well, number one, and I didn't put this in there, but it came to me. Whenever you have collaboration, you always are going to have, well, maybe not always, but lots of times you're going to have differences of opinions. And so that could be a possible problem or like kind of a hurdle to get over whenever you have lots of collaboration. Maybe not everybody's going to agree. And in that case, you just need to do what's best for the district, what's best for the students, and just hope that everybody gets on board with that. Lynch also says that goals aren't reflective of a school's vision aren't articulated throughout the school. They just don't even apply to the school. They aren't important, aren't enforced throughout the school. They could cause problems within the vision or mission statement. So, for instance, when I thought about our mission or vision statement, I could not actually tell you what ours was just off the top of my head, because ours are not like displayed in our school. They're not referred to very often. And so, I know we had a mission statement. I just couldn't tell you what it was. I thought it had something to do with the 21st century learner. But even that, we'll get to that in a second. But everybody must be on board, enthusiastic, and in agreement of the statements for them to be successful. So here's our overarching theme right now. They have to be all those things for it to be successful. All right. So some of my misgivings up until this point were that the mission and vision statement were the same thing. I thought they were the same thing, that it was just another way of saying it. And so I kind of had to revise my views on this just to make sure that I was understanding what was happening. Had to read through a couple articles a couple times. And so anyway, I just really appreciated, figuring out that they are different and that they have important differences that need to be highlighted. Central Heights mission statement, which is where I teach currently, Central Heights, USD 288. The mission of Central Heights USD 288 is to inspire and prepare our students academically and socially to become productive citizens in an ever-changing world. Our vision statement, what vision statement? We don't have one. We have core values, but that's it. We don't have a vision statement for our school district. So some critiques and suggestions I have that I could possibly take to our superintendent is I would, number one, just say that we should develop a vision statement. We should have one of those. I'd also suggest that we tailor our mission statement to fit our school a little bit better. This statement seems really generic and as though it could apply to any district at any time. And so I feel like, we could really, hone in on some of the core values that are important to us that might not be important to other schools. What sets us apart? And so now our standard correlation, my assignment evaluates, develops, and communicates a school mission and vision designed to reflect a core set of values and priorities that include data usage, technology, equity, diversity, digital citizenship, and community through the research and presentation of my slides. I just have a deeper understanding of all of these things now. And we could even say, I have an understanding of these because, like I said, I thought at first they were the same thing. So really grateful that now I know the difference and I am educated on that so I could present information about such things. This is relevant to my education and learning because this directly reflects the district within which I work. When I become a building administrator, I will be responsible for piecing these things together ethically and responsibly, and I want it to reflect my district accurately and effectively. My reflection, I feel as though I need to bring the fact that our district doesn't have a vision statement to my superintendent because this is representing our school district. I will come with possible ideas for one. So I'm not just going to show up and say, hey, we don't have a vision statement. You need to fix that. I want to be somebody that offers some possible solutions to that. So I'll come with some possible ideas for one, as well as share with him why it's important for our district to have this statement. I feel much more prepared to do so and will have a great deal of credibility with these sources. So that is the end of my presentation. There's my references. I hope you all have a wonderful day.